Austrian police shot dead an assailant Monday night, identified as a 20-year-old Islamist terrorist who was previously jailed for trying to travel to Syria to join Islamic State. He had both Austrian and North Macedonian citizenship. Austrian Chancellor Sebastian Kurz said Tuesday the country was not engaged in a battle between Christians and Muslims, but between civilization and barbarism.
Es war ein Anschlag aus Hass auf unsere Grundwerte.
It was an attack of hatred of our basic values, hatred of our way of life, hatred of our democracy, where all people are equal in rights and dignity.
Authorities say it is too early to determine whether the attackers were directed from abroad or were simply inspired by Islamic State. Despite their defeat in Iraq and much of Syria, the group's propaganda remains potent, says analyst Sajjan Gohel.
They still exist online through the internet, the dark web, encrypted messaging. They're still able to get their messaging out.
The Vienna attack comes just days after a Tunisian man stabbed to death 3 people in a church in the southern French city of Nice. The suspect had arrived by boat to the Italian island of Lampedusa as a migrant in September. That was the same route used by the Tunisian migrant who used a truck to attack a Berlin Christmas market in 2016, killing 12 people.
The routes that ISIS took or encouraging their followers to take may not have been closed off.
Last week's attack in Nice came as France was still mourning the death of teacher Samuel Paty, who was beheaded by a Chechen teenager after showing cartoons mocking the Prophet Muhammad during a class on freedom of expression. After that attack, French President Emmanuel Macron described Islam as a religion in crisis. Those comments triggered anti-French protests in Muslim countries around the world. Analyst Gohel says the anger has been fueled by political leaders in those countries.
It is a time for cool heads to prevail, for there to be a coming together, not to use a political opportunity to create further tensions and actually incite violence.
European leaders have urged solidarity in the face of the attacks.
It shows the will of our enemies to attack what Europe is, a land of culture, of freedoms and values, so we will give no ground.
Analysts say Europe faces a difficult battle, standing up for its values without alienating the religious and ethnic communities that are vital in tackling extremism. Henry Ridgewell for VOA News, London.